I don't really get that vibe. Like
when you spoke the first time, you mentioned the fact that there are two things: either he's a fashionista, or probably there's something about the guy. There's something deeper. Do you think probably he might have heard overheard their conversations and stuff like that? That's why he might have eavesdropped on them. Parents. Let me not take about
with the something deeper. Maybe just maybe. He might have seen something that maybe behavior-wise, maybe the guy comes, he's not too open, he doesn't, express himself to like, boys. Oh, I'm sure maybe Charlie, some young couple be way father, mother, they like now in the society, they like parents like their children to involve them
in their
relationship and stuff. So maybe when the guy comes, he's too straightforward and all those things. So yeah, probably.
But is that good enough a reason to say no?
It is not. It is not. Perhaps the man didn't get the chance to get to know the man very well. And also maybe the boy too played a role, because if you want to marry somebody, you have to get to know the parents. You get it? So maybe a boy's day out. So, Charlie, today, daddy's Father's Day. Let's go out. Get to know the man. Get to know how he thinks. He'll get to know how he thinks. And then one way or the other, you can adjust and then align things with how he sees the world. And maybe things might have been smooth.
5 years,
5 years, Charlie, be solid. Maybe too solid.
No, but for 5 years, you saw the guy come and go. Why didn't you stop it? Or did
the relationship? So perhaps the guy was not really showing that, okay, I want to get to be friends with the daddy. You get it? Or maybe it was just the mom. That kind of thing, Charlie. I've been in a situation like that where, Charlie, you go and visit.
Oh no, on this we spill the beans. Let's go.
You go and visit, but the vibe with the mom is cool, but the daddy is not too cool. You just say, "Oh, good afternoon, dad. Good afternoon." Then that's it. But you don't have any conversation and stuff. Now they share. You understand? So, crispy.
Why?
Nothing. We didn't say anything. We're just wondering what's going on.
I'm enjoying it.
But for you, the man kept to himself. Did he ever make any conversation? Did he try to start a conversation with you?
No, even till now, I haven't even really made any conversation.
You should. Please, because we need help for this side before we lose this one too. So we have a condition to take up. Crispy!
What's up?
Please, we're live on Facebook. Keep your messages coming through. If you just join us, this is Candid on the Afternoon Definition. One of our listeners is being denied the opportunity to marry his girlfriend. And the girl's father is saying that... Says, when we decided to break the news to her parents, her father, who I have seen a couple of times, said he cannot allow me to marry his daughter because I always wear multicolored striped Lacoste shirts to his house to look for his daughter. According to him, he does not understand why that's the only type of shirt that I wear. He said because of that, he will not allow me marry his daughter. Now, as we speak, his daughter and I are no longer dating. Please share your thoughts. 0548841039. 0548841039. We're live on Facebook as well. Please, I want to hear from you. Crispy.
AJ.
Yes, dear.
The deeper issues in all of this is the girl doesn't want to marry him. That's all.
Huh?
Yeah. I
do understand.
You don't understand. You've been with someone for 5 years.
Yes.
Now, see, after everything, as trivial as this reason is for not getting married to the person, the girl is no longer dating him. No efforts to convince the father. He would have stated it. Nothing about, so now the girl and I, we are still dating sort of, but we are seeing how we can speak to the father and understand how just my shirt is the reason why you don't want me to get married to this person. I don't think the girl wanted to marry him, and she just used her father as the wall to, and then the weapon to kill this my brother. So you just forget it.
What if she fears her dad?
Fears.
There's some girls that daddy is crazy. So
like he said, see, if you go into your girlfriend's house, go visit, and the parents are there, if the father doesn't like you, there and then you are getting bad vibes. Like there's everything is there to let you know that you are not welcome by this part of the family. I've been to homes where it was the mother. I've been to homes where it was the father. Though you will see, and from there you need to start working on it and making sure that.
Been to so many homes.
Oh, we are exploring. Join Prime Explore. We are exploring. So you just at that point you need to start working on that relationship, because you can't say a couple of times in 5 years will be 5 times. No. I'm not sure you visited the house once a year. It wasn't an annual anniversary celebration you were doing. You go a couple of times in the year.
Yeah.
And the father has seen you. You attest to it. And you always go in, you know, like what I'm wearing today. Yeah.
Yeah, he's wearing a
I
striped
saw the story and I
Lacoste.
decided to bring it.
But his is not Lacoste, it's Nike.
Ghana had no be way behind Lacoste.
But sorry,
Any
bro.
brand no.
Sorry. Pacha me why?
Until you would have started working on that kind of, you know, relationship and try to fix it and know why this person or this part of the family doesn't like me. If after 5 years the only reason he could bring you or make you know that I won't allow you to marry my daughter is because of the shirt you wear when you come and visit me every day. It's very trivial. It's really hard to understand, even traditionally. Maybe, you know, Edukume will help us. The traditional, you know, understanding of what you wear to visit, you know, your intended house and all of those things. What does it mean and things like that. Because I don't think for people like me and what I do, okay, I remember a black tie party, what happened? I'll be frank with you.
Why?
Crispy, there's an invite, Charlie, some black tie party before some height in the airport area, my friend say.
Yeah,
The
we know.
Stanbic Heights in those places, yeah. What happened? Me nyata them, but I feel I'm
Baby.
because it's not my kind of clothes. I don't feel I may look good in them, but I don't feel comfortable in them.
Understood.
You understand? People see Crispy in black, all black. Say, hey, Charlie, you be guy, but I don't like black. I sweat a lot. What should be me? You get it? So what I'm comfortable in, and based on what I also do for work and everything, these are the kind of clothes I have all the time. It's always good vibes, natural. We are not doing anything formal, really like that. You understand? So unless it's a very special event, a wedding, you know, a certain funeral, before I start thinking of clothing in this regard. And I also don't like to go out anyways. So if I'm coming to your house with this kind of clothing, not every day even for you to judge, I don't see why you'd say, unless you're going to ask your daughter, Pacho, every day or dress, you know, pictures and do it. Let me see the kind of dressing he wears. And I've seen Lacoste 365 days of the year, for 5 years there. That one, okay. But I really don't know. I mean, come on.
I'm failing to see what's wrong with the, you know, wearing a Lacoste or polo shirt.
Yes. So that's what I'm saying, that it is the girl, after 5 years, how can she just come to you and break your heart like that? And so the so you're not dating the girl anymore.
Yeah, he said as we speak, they not date
It's
together.
letting me know that, Charlie, the girl didn't really want you in the first place. She's not fighting for you. She's not speaking. She's not done anything to try and.
We don't know that part.
Oh, but come on, for 5 years.
There's a fact too that we don't know. If it was the daddy that broke the news to the guy, or the lady
That broke the news to the guy. That's another one too. Yeah.
But all the same, the father is the reason why.
They can't
There are
get
some
married.
things that, Charlie, you did Charlie, what our mothers used to do. We were dying in a car with you, and ECG for Abba or something.
Tell them that mommy's not there.
So if you use that authority to give this message, the person feels like, okay,
It's
Charlie,
authentic.
it's coming from. Meanwhile, you are hiding behind the main reason why you feel like you don't want to get to this guy, you don't want to marry this person anymore. And Charlie, let me use my father. After all, when he can, my father self is not really smiling to him and everything. So he might feel, oh, Poppy, they like me already. So for me, that's what I think.
Before I move to Ernest, I wanted to ask the two of you, Fidelis and Crispy, when you men are going to visit your girlfriends in homes where they live with their parents, are you intentional about how you dress there? Because both of you got girlfriends, so tell me, Fidelis, do you dress like, you know, appropriately, you know, say, Charlie, I did good at for look sharp?
Oh yeah. No one.
Because-
You have to be, even the way you smell, and everything. Because Charlie, when you enter the room, they have to get the vibe that okay, this guy is So
Yeah.
that one is very considerate. How you dress, going to visit your woman who is living with her parents, very, very, very important.
Very important.
Yeah, it's very important.
Do you?
For
Because-
me, I'm conscious from the side of my partner. How is your father like? I'm not the first person you've dated. How has he reacted to other men? What's the reception like? How is he? You know, I ask all of these things and I decide, okay, then I'll wear this, I'll be this way. And the kind of personality I'll even want to show him there, you know, like first hand is seeing me, then get to know this person and see if I can build my own personal bond with him as future son-in-law or whatever. But I would ask my girl, like, Charlie, how your puppy day? How is he like? Receptive to visitors, to boyfriends, to friends, all of these things. I take into consideration all of that before I move.
Wait, Fidelis, I need help for this one for him. Did you make the move were you conscious or intentional about, picking a conversation with the father?
Oh yeah, sometimes. You see, so I love having conversations, but you must be willing to have the conversation for me to also enjoy having the conversation with you.
You'd never start up the conversation?
No. I mean, you will drop cues. Sometimes they make a general joke in the family that you might be a foreigner. You don't understand. But quickly, Charlie, what is this about? Okay, then you might laugh. Or based on whatever is the conversation is, if it's about something happening, trending issue, you drop one or two, see the reaction, and then you pick it up from there. As to following up with the father personally, it's not a conscious thing. I've decided that okay, I'll have a conversation with him. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I know it's not the right time. That's for me. Yeah.
In a situation, the man doesn't talk much. So what does he do?
So you are being respectful, right? People have it's unfortunate that some people have mean resting faces.
Yeah.
So when you see them, they are not smiling, they are not angry, but their face looks mean mugging. Don't approach me. If he's not that kind of a person, your girl will let you know that he's not like that. This is how he is. He's fine. He's normal. Some people are, small talk. They don't talk plenty.
Yeah.
They want to see you do stuff. This, what's it called? If you've watched Suits,
Yeah.
Rachel's father, Robert Zane,
Yeah.
doesn't talk much, but man full of value.
But very observant.
Exactly. So if you meet that kind of a person, just know that the girl has told you, my father is like this. So you're on the right path. He's not smiling with you. He's not really, crack the joke or anything, but you know that you are still in good books with him until he moves to you in a very obvious negative way. No fret. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Over to you, Joe Latte. Now, let me move to Ernesto. If you just joined us, this is Candid on the Afternoon Definition. Please keep your messages coming through. One of our listeners has lost 5 years worth of relationship at Shidrebe because the girl's father said he wears striped Lacoste shirts to their house for the past 5 years now. He doesn't think that he should even.
Colorful was part of that.
Multicolored, striped Lacoste shirts in Kwana he wears to the house. So he doesn't understand why that's the only type of shirts he has. So he can't allow him to marry his daughter. And as we speak now, he and the girl have broken up, and he's trying to find out, is clothing enough reason why you will not give your daughter's hand out in marriage? Please keep your messages coming through. We're live on Facebook.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, darling.
AJ.
Yes, dear.
You see, the issue is deep. It's very deep than what we're thinking. First of all, blame the lady for not letting the partner know who the father is. Well, the things he likes and the things he doesn't like. So I'll blame the girl. The guy, like any other guy, would like to present the best that he has. He feels that, okay, people say I look good in this. So if I'm going for such an important visit, why don't I put my best foot forward? So definitely from the guy, he feels that he's doing the right thing. But unfortunately, from the receiving end, the man also sees a different thing. Now, we're talking about just shirt. It's not just. Look, in every family, they have their values. I know a family that before you can even enter to marry a lady, you should have your masters. Yes, because the family, per their standard, the least educational level you can get as a family member is your masters.
Excuse me?
As a member, it is compulsory.
Oh, wow.
Yes, I can even mention name. So if you are below that standard, automatically you are out. That is their standard. And there are some families that, even though I don't support, believe that we dealt with this tribe, it didn't go well with us, so it's a no-no. That one too is there, even though I don't support that. Because I believe in personalities, not where the person comes from.
True that.
So, let's come to the man. why some fathers do not open up to their daughters' boyfriends. Every father wants to protect. Men are naturally, territorial. We want to protect our territories. So if somebody is coming in, my daughter, I'm taking care of her. Then I see you moving around her, no man will be comfortable. Unless he sees beyond the ordinary. Because they see you as a threat. You can jeopardize the daughter's education. You can something, until the time comes that he knows that I'm giving you the opportunity, or I'm giving my blessings to you. The two of you can go based on trust. Now, let me come to the colors.
The colors?
Yes. Let me come to the colors. Have you observed politicians?
A bit.
Have you observed businessmen?
A bit. A lot.
Even white is not their favorite, unless they are going for. They like dark colors.
Yeah.
Because to them, it signifies command, control. It signifies strength. So, hardly would you see a proper politician or a very renowned businessman wearing
bright colors.
White colors. Because they always want to hide that side of them and project their achievements, not their personality. So if you meet such a person, your colors matter. And as a father, beyond whether you love yourselves or not, every parent would love to ensure that the daughter or the son enters into a relationship that has security.
True.
If I'm not there, can this guy be a father to my daughter? Can he protect? Can he secure a better future for my daughter? So all these things come. It's personal traits and beliefs, and sometimes associations and groupings and all these things. So if the father is that type who goes for business meetings, who believes in the power of colors and command and control and all these things, and you always come with bright colors, in his mind you are weak. You are undecisive. You are still young. And you don't deserve to be a husband to his daughter. So it's not just. It's not just. It plays a big role. Me, I've been to a funeral. A friend of mine lost a lady that he had a baby with. So I went to, escort him. We got there. The father saw me. I was like, "Hey, yo, young man, are you an occultist?" I was like, why? I was your dress, red and white, and the way it is sewn. You look like an occultist. Walk out from my house. Yeah, it was that serious.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah, and I did, because I understood him.
Did you apologize?
He has an experience, and the experience has formed a certain wall around him. And he's telling you his experience. You can't blame him. And as somebody who like reading, like exploring, like, trying to find out things that I don't know. Me, I always challenge myself. I always want to have something new every day. I understood him because I had a fair idea of what he was talking about. So I apologized and I left there. The following day I went there. I made sure I was in plain black. Then I apologized to him because, according to him, what I was wearing reminds him of something which didn't go well to him. So he has that phobia, he has that anger against
that situation,
that colors and that combination. There is no way you can convince him to accept you whilst wearing that color or that combination. No. So the best way is to change and come back. So now, let's ask, what might have been the reason the man is preventing the daughter from marrying that guy? And was specific.
It's an entire
Colored, multicolored Lacoste.
So that's the only thing he sees him wearing when he comes to the house.
See, this same multicolored Lacoste would be accepted somewhere.
Yeah.
People would embrace it with all the happiness and all these things. That should tell you that the man has a certain expectation from who should be the husband of the daughter. The fact that you've been coming there for 5 years doesn't guarantee anything. Yeah, you've been coming there. There is a saying in the Akampalan, yes, I have seen, but I've not seen because you've not told me to watch. Seeing is different from watching. I've heard, but I've not heard because you've not told me officially. So now that you want to come official, I also meet you officially with my demands. And officially, pair your multicolored, blah, blah, blah. You are not the one I'm expecting to take care of my daughter. And mostly, you see, our parents, they do most of these decisions. They take most of the decisions, not because of they preventing you. They want the best for you. So they want to protect you, especially when they are gone.
Yeah.
So the lady should sit the father down and ask more questions. And it's unfortunate the lady seemed not to know the father that well. If she knew, at least she would have prepped the boyfriend.
Definitely.
Yes, so that the boyfriend, because when you go in anywhere, when you go to Rome, you do what Romans do.
Yeah.
So if you want to be accepted, you have to belong.
Yeah.
And the father, having observed the guy, knew in his mind that he will not consent to the marriage.
But for the past 5 years, you could have said something at some point.
Like,
Young man, why do you keep coming to that? You could ask questions. Because the way I see my uncles in the house, you say
that is
something
your
right now.
uncles. But some people, they are just observant. You've not made any official claim. You've not made any official approach. So why should I talk to you about how you should dress?
No, like, you keep coming. Find out.
Disrespectful.
No, like, ask him why he keeps coming to the house. Probably the daughter never mentioned anything about you guys dating. At least you should have given him some warning, like some inclination of Charlie.
Right.
I say,
You see, the daughter-father relationship is also popping up here. Because if they had a good relationship, maybe this guy keeps coming, this particular guy. Hey, who is your friend? Yeah, who is he to you? What's the idea behind it? Like that kind of thing. So I think there's an angle to that thing.
Yeah,
So
I know a man that when you pay a visit to his house, he enters the hall if you are there and he will greet, good evening. By the time you respond, he's in his bedroom. he enjoys being with himself.
Okay.
There are people like that. There are people, they will accommodate you. Some will suck you. I've been to places where I was like, you, look at you. There was this man. Subsequently, he called to apologize. When he saw me on TV, he called to apologize. And then, way back, Kwadaso in Kumase.
Was it when
and you remember I told you I was dating this Kufi girl that I kissed and that was the father. And the man told me, I've heard your name. So you are
so and so and so.
You are the son of poverty. That who wants to destroy the future of my daughter.
Charlie.
And I was shaking. I was like, young man, if you know what is good for you, walk out before I enters the room and come back.
Hey, was it what? Son of what? Poverty. It's in Gumio.
Yeah, and you know something? I was going to pick her up for church. It was Christmas, and we used to attend Salvation Army. So you have your white, your white with your cap and all these things. The man enters the room, comes back and held my dress like this, with palm, not soap, and stained my dress.
Jesus. That's serious.
Oh yeah, son of poverty. Now I'm here. By God's grace. His title didn't work because God had a purpose. So I'm trying to tell you, some fathers will speak, some will not speak, depending on what they see and their expectations. A whole lot of things go into it. Some would observe when you come around, the way you behave. There are some, even if you try to talk to them, they will not give you audience because, one, maybe they don't even They don't even think that it is ideal, the time for their daughter to even get engaged to in certain things.
Yeah.
So it depends on the family values, how the person is trained, the person's social life, status, and all these things. It informs the choice. I'm telling you this. Watch. Okay, Asempa is here. The politicians will be coming anytime.
Yeah.
soon. Maybe they
No,
are there.
you see, when you were talking, I realized a few things.
Watch the colors.
Yeah.
Watch it very well.
When they come here in their suits, it's either dark, blue black or dark blue
Or gray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't, unless they are coming on, like, during elections period, and you see them wearing their party paraphernalia, maybe a white shirt that has
Even
the
if
colors
they wear
in it.
batakari,
The colors are not that
the
loud.
colors are very important because in their minds, bright colors are for either weak people, indecisive people, people with low self-esteem who want to be visible.
Wow.
Yeah.
So if I was going in, I was wearing white. Okay, Fidelis was going and was wearing white shirt every day. He's weak or he's a.
To some people,
Wow.
they feel that you want to be visible because without that bright color, you are irrelevant. You want to amplify your inner self. That is what they think. And bright colors are associated with entertainment,
Yeah.
which to those people, they see us as a
Nothing.
bunch of jokes.
Yeah. Very true.
I remember we were going to shoot a movie in some hotel. That time, one artist, he was the biggest in Ghana, and I had the privilege to work with him. And we went there with my boss, who happened to be the director of the movie, Raskwesi, big ups. He did US, Sahara TV. So we went there and we started shooting. All of a sudden, there is this man who came and was like, "Hey, young man, what are you doing in my hotel?" We said, "Oh, we're shooting a movie. We brought a letter here, blah, 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 blah." The man said, "Yes, I remember I saw the letter, but I told my manager I'm not interested." So, and we were trying to let the man know, say, we are here with a big star, 5-star general, that big boy, that level. The man was like, "Okay, who is he?" We said, "He's a musician." "Oh, haven't you heard about him? He's won awards." He said, "Okay, what genre does he do?" Then we mentioned the genre. I was like, "No, Charlie, I don't listen to those songs. Walk out." Yeah. So what do you do? I don't blame the man. The man is trying to be principled.
Wow.
The lady should have prepped the guy to know what the man would accept. And based on that, the guy could have worked on that. So the guy, I don't blame the guy either because the guy did his best.
Yeah.
He gave his best in terms of appearance and all these things. But the man at the receiving end also saw a different thing. So the lady being in between should have bridged the gap, which she didn't do. So I don't blame the man,
Then
and I don't blame the young man too.
and I tend to side with Fidelis that means the girl and the father, that they don't have like that kind of relationship where she
You
can.
don't have that kind of relationship. Young man, you just dodged a bullet. She will bring you daddy issues. You thank your God. The girl doesn't want to marry you.
You see,
Let
there are some fathers. Look, growing up, can you go to your father and begin to talk to your father about your boyfriend? You craze.
Okay, my father, yes.
You craze.
My father-
From where we come
No,
from,
my father was different.
you craze.
My father is different.
I remember some.
But he's cool, but you can't still talk to him about those things. But he's not the type that would hey, no. It's my mom that was
The aggressive type.
yeah, she's very strict. My dad was laid back, but he knows when to put his foot down. And even though he was open, you can't say everything. We couldn't say everything. We could joke around with him on certain things. There's this particular thing I did in my life growing up that I'm still flabbergasted by the fact that he didn't scream at me. He catch me. I go do something.
Something.
Hey, let me bring the messages in. Hello, now. Good afternoon.
Oh, I love that.
So as I come back, you see, is the camera on me?
No, the camera is not on.
It's
on me. It's on me.
It shouldn't. Don't let it be on me. He could smell the thing in the shirt.
Oh,
I
two
must-
fingers. Wow.
Yeah, 2 fingers in there. I haven't seen the shirt till today. He
Okay.
saved me from my mother.
Okay.
I hope my mother is. Hi, Edna. You know, I love you very much. Yes, very much. That was how many? That's about 2 decades ago. So thank you so much.
Yeah. So
You can't come for me right now because I'm grown. I'm lying. I'm so scared. Let me bring some of the messages inside. Yeah, but my father isn't the type. But my father was down to. So yes, I could tell you that. Oh, my dad, he's cool.
Yeah.
So you don't have to worry about it.
We've seen
and my father
fathers-
wouldn't have had a problem with your Lacoste or anything, but he would have had a problem with the stripe because he liked the plain.
So you see, even with that,
My mother too's problem was if you park in front of the house and you do pee. Oh, he when him said that you leave the house and then paka, I went to sit in the car.
she expects the guy to come home.
Come home.
Come and greet.
Yeah.
Come to the door, knock.
Yeah, come and
When
greet.
he knocks, don't go and open the door. She will open. Hi. So you have to say, good evening, ma. Please, I'm
Yeah.
looking for Najili. And he's like, okay, fine. Then she'll give you a seat.
Oh, that
When you come
acknowledgement, yeah.
once, twice, the third time, she'll come and sit there. When she comes to sit in the, in the conversation. It's for you to know that it's time for you to get up. Yeah, she's coming to assess him. They're going to have conversations, get to know the person. And that's how my mother is. If you come and do pee and then Ajele, I carry my me and I go to the car, sleep there.
It's acknowledgement across the board for Ghana people. So there was a compound house where they have, it's like they connect 2 streets. So there's one, gate, one street, the other gates at the other street. So we use that as a shortcut. So if you don't know where you are going, you don't know where
pass
the
there.
gate is,
Don't.
and you pass there, and you see them, old women, they are sitting there, don't mind you. Then you pass. Then you don't find the gate, and you come back to ask.
Ogbo.
You go hear something.
that one, it cuts across. Why wouldn't you greet?
But for her, it
I mean,
was
the
very
way they
important.
go there, as if they don't care about you. They've not even seen you or anything.
No, because they
But
know
when
you
come back.
No, they know
Oh,
you're
you
going.
know.
They know when you do that. They know you're new and you don't know anything. You don't know that they are dangerous. That's all.
The way they go dismiss you for the guys. Like, you do attempt with freezy. You take all the insult. It's like. But you cannot move.
This one says, good afternoon. Now, this is Jet from Ashaiman. I think the lady doesn't like or love the guy because you being the lady, you spent 5 good years with this guy. So if she loved the guy, she would do everything to be with the guy or even let the guy impregnate. That part that people think that you impregnate people and later come, no. That the father will receive is no. Bros, that is a very bad notion. And
You know that some families would go and
about the child. Yeah,
because
don't
they
think
don't
about
want-
it.
They
Don't want you.
to be part of their lineage.
Don't that guys think that because I love her, let me impregnate her. But they will even allow her to give birth, but you will not marry her.
And even some of them, when the child comes, you
You
will never see the
yes.
child.
Yes, so that part that people think that let me let the guy impregnate my family. You they lie. That one there, brah, forget it. It's not going to happen.
The Gen Z's, them are strategy.
It's not going to work. Good afternoon, Ajli. Greetings to you all. I think the father has gotten someone who he thinks is better than he is. Such people don't really give tangible reasons. My name is Kwiku Africa Masham and Rasta Junction. #Kanye. Good afternoon to everybody there. Avogo Wisdom says they think your money no go reach. Atom Boy says, my bro, someone is in. You're a perfect guy. They have nothing to say. Move on. King Shaka said the main reason is that they found someone for their daughter and have to find an excuse to get rid of you. Clean Score GA says, what do you intend to do next if you find the comment section? The comment section association phone. I'm sorry, sir. Simon Anna Kenin Ejin says, even Auntie now will never sit on this. But I'm sitting on it. They are suckers. Oh, really? Please accept their rejection and move on. They are not. Okay, let's not say that. Everybody, like Kumi says, has, their, what's the word?
Their values.
Their values and their traditions. But so this one, there be clear cut. Then find background husband, give them already. Put your case to rest, bro. I know it's painful, but don't force it. When there's no reason to avoid something, they find excuses. Sorry, but that's coming from Kessie GH Abednego Nate. That boy composer said, oh yeah, sometimes how you present yourself counts. Sometimes how you present yourself counts, and I love that. Kwabna Inin says someone wearing Crocs to Mr. Abeku Adams' confused house. That means that house there you can't wear that day. How do you wear Crocs to go and meet your girl? Hey, guys,
Like it has all the the latest feature, sports mode. You can put your stuff on it and all that. Yeah.
AJ, you know that the last time we treated
it's
this,
okay. Let
we
me move
treated
on.
this topic here when we're discussing would you present your lady if she has multiple
Piercings, yeah, to your
and all
family,
these
yeah.
things? All these things play a role. If there are some families they don't care, but there are some they would reject it.
Yeah.
So you should know where you're going to, their beliefs, their ideals, the things they like, the things they do not like. Then based on that, you'll be aligned. Or else you might think you are doing your best to impress them, but you end up worsening it, like wearing multicolored Lacoste.
Let me read this one. This one is mine. It says, "Good afternoon, Angela. The girl's father belongs to one of the two traditional political parties in Ghana, and the guy certainly is wearing the party colors he's against. C'est fini." I love this message. But is there? Let's wrap up and let me ask you: is there a way he can get his girl back? Can he redeem himself? Is there a way he can redeem himself? Is this the end? Like there's a no-go area. There's nothing he can do about it.
I think that, you see, both of them, they didn't try enough. I don't know how serious they were, but if that was the case, the lady could have talked to the father.
She still can, right?
Yeah, could have talked to the father that, okay, you don't like the colors, but what about how he is? His demeanor, his sense of intelligence. That is, if the man has engaged him before, so that beyond the colors, what are the next things that the father may like or may not like? If it is about the colors and the guy really needs the lady, then the guy needs to adjust. After all, after the marriage, you can wear your multicolored Lacoste.
Even that one guy, he still come for you, baby.
you can do that. And the lady too, the guy shouldn't have just given up. And for all you know, the lady too fears the father. That relationship is there. Because I know a father, when he's coming and... Do you know something? The kids, and the father was using a car. The kids even know their father's, not horn, light.
Engine.
Yes.
The sound
When they
to
see
me.
the light, I'm saying, "Me papa ne ba no." They have to run.
Oh, bad day.
If the father is that type, it will be difficult for the lady to engage. But I think that the lady should have done better, at least go further, found ways around it to know, okay, so beyond the colors, what else? What else have you seen? I love him. Beyond the colors, I think I know him, and I think he's the best person who can help me grow.
Yeah.
So beyond the colors, what else? Then find out whether there were some reasons that the man was trying to avoid, but using the colors
As
as
an
an excuse.
Yeah.
You know, so the lady should have done more. That is why I'm saying that the guy did his best. I don't blame the father either, but the lady, because of the relationship, which I don't know, he didn't do enough to save that relationship and the marriage from coming on.
Guys, thank you so much for coming.